Hagegata 25.
En podcast fra Fontenehuset Oslo Øst.
Hello, my name is Rob, and I am here with, can you please introduce yourself, my friend?
I'm David from the Netherlands.
Interesting.
Very glad to be here.
How long have you been in Norway?
Well, I've been here a week ago for 6 days. Then I stayed a week in the Netherlands. And after that, I decided to come back with the bus. And now it's been 2 days already.
Wow, so you're pretty fresh.
Yes, I am. I am indeed. After a bus drive of 19 hours.
Okay.
I slept 10, 12 hours yesterday to get over the bus drive.
Because myself, I've been here 25 years.
20.
So pretty soon I will have lived in Norway longer than I lived in America because of my age and circumstances. Yeah, so it's quite weird.
Yeah, it's quite weird. One that's here a few days, and another person that's been here almost half his life.
Yeah. So which part of the Netherlands are you from?
Well, I'm from the north of the Netherlands.
Okay.
And it used to be a separate country in the past, like hundreds of years ago. But it's the oldest inhabited place from the Netherlands.
Okay. Yeah. So I imagine you have a lot of weather, as they say in some places, like when in Florida, for example, when it rains a lot, they say we're having weather. So it's like it's not just the sun and.
Oh yeah, weather. Yeah, we call it a veertje. Yeah, also.
Veertje.
Veertje, yeah, lekker veertje, huh? And we often talk about the weather because it's so it influences our day.
Yeah, that's interesting because we're going to talk about today the seasons and how it affects people, and especially us since we're both foreigners here. Mm-hmm. How it sort of like plays out for in our daily lives. And I guess, David, you haven't experienced that much of. You came in the dark season.
Yes, I came in the dark, and when I wake up, it's still dark, and after I'm home from work, it's also dark. So I haven't seen so much yet.
Right. So I imagine like people say like, "What's your favorite season?" And I think 95% will say summer. The thing is with me, I grew up in Maryland, which is very close to Washington, D.C., and the winters are much shorter than here, but the summers are long and extremely hot.
Wow, really? But do you also have this time that the sun stays up very long in Maryland?
Not really, because it's much further south than here. So in Norway, when you get a little bit go a little bit north, then you have the midnight sun, where it's 60 days of light and 60 days of dark in the winter. Yeah, so the extremes are big. So I came here in the summer, the Norwegian summer, and I thought it was like air conditioning because it felt like so refreshing. Like it wasn't that hot, so I felt like, oh, this is great. Because when I grew up, when you're a kid though, you don't notice these things that much, do you? I mean.
No, not really. You just live by the day, and yeah, that's true.
You just take everything as it comes.
Yeah. What age were you when you came here to Norway?
I was 30.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's. Wow. So that means that you're older. You look very young. If you're already 25 years, you look very young.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that means okay. Hey, great, fantastic. No.
Yeah, that's great. That's nice to hear. So when I think of summer, I think of, back in the States, I think of July 4th and barbecues and swimming at the beach and baseball, which I love, and softball. What kinds of things do you think about when you think about your own summers and your experience with?
Yes, my experience in the Netherlands with summer is really like, kind of long days. The sun comes up early. And stays up also quite long. And if it's not raining, and the sun can make it very hot. It can get over 30 degrees sometimes.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah. Especially if it's not clouded or something, then the sun just heats up everything. in the city, everything is from stone, and then all the stones get very hot. And yeah, it can get hot. And people usually go to the Hoornse Plas in Groningen. It's a lake.
And that you talked about that. It's this artificial lake.
Yeah. It's a zandafgraving. It's something that they digged out the turf, some kind of stuff that they used for heating, like coal, like a coal mine or something.
Okay.
So it's a kind of old mine, and they digged it out in the past, and the water came in there, the rainwater, and then now people use it for recreational purposes.
Nice. What sort of, when you think about being back in Holland, like what's the cuisine like? I mean, especially in the summer, but all year. Like what?
Well, it's always windy. Like the wind always blows from one direction. That makes it also feel a little bit fresh, like what you said, like air conditioning. Like there's also in Holland around, the sea wind. So rain. Normally it rains a lot, but due to climate change, that's also changing. So there's also less rain nowadays. Like dryness. It didn't used to be dry in the past. So yeah.
Well, because I'm thinking about food, like because like when we talk about things, American food, or everyone knows the common hamburger, and
Yes.
but we like to barbecue in the summer and have be by the sea if you can. I lived on the East Coast, so it's close to the sea.
Wow.
So it's nice to eat fish, and we eat crabs in the summer. Blue crabs. They start to come in July. And it's very fun because you can you put a cover on the table and you just start hammering with your hammer to get the meat out of the bone. It's very nice.
So was it widely available, the blue crabs? Not expensive or something?
Yeah, you can get them. I mean, Washington is like 2 hours from the bay where they come in, but they're brought to DC, to Washington, so they're easy to get in after July.
So you can just pick them out of the sea, you mean?
Oh, for us? Oh, no. You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah. I've never done it, but you can do that. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's great. That's great. Yeah, because those crabs is very expensive in the Netherlands. You know, like if people want to eat blue crab, yeah, they can if they want to, but they can count for like $25 a kilo or something like that.
I wonder if they're brought in from other places or.
Yeah, they have them in those Asian supermarkets. Often they sell them. Yeah, blue crabs, especially, and they're very expensive. Yeah, they brought them in for sure. Yeah, they don't eat their own crabs. The North Sea crab, there is a North Sea crab, but it's also the people don't really eat them or something often.
Okay, because I think people do eat them in Norway, but it's not that it's not a common.
Yeah, no, the same in the Netherlands. It's not common. They do eat them, but it's not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you think of
food,
I went to college in Colorado, so I'm used to cold, but I wasn't used to the dark here. I wasn't, because in Colorado you get a lot of snow, but then you get sun for a week.
Wow,
so
that's fantastic.
So it's like a high desert. It's a high mountain desert.
Wow, that's more healthy. I mean, that's very good to have sunshine. You know, I always heard that is so important. In the winter, in the Netherlands, for example, there is also no sunshine. I've been out back home for a week, and there was no sunshine at all.
Right,
only clouds.
It affects you though, and the lack of vitamin D it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Yeah, I know the feeling. From Netherlands.
Now you've been here the darkest days of the year.
Yeah, but even here it's dark because the sun doesn't shine. It's an hour difference from the Netherlands in Oslo, so it's like 1 hour later light and 1 hour later dark.
Okay,
so 2 hours of less of sunshine.
Just to get into the latitude, is it like straight across from Great Britain or?
Yeah,
London.
Groningen. Yeah. It is. It's the same height as a little bit higher than Cambridge in the UK.
Okay,
England. Like it's
What do you do on? Because we were talking about summer. I guess this is spring, but the national day here, the 17 Mai. Do you have a national day in Holland?
Yeah, in Holland they have some national holidays as they call them, and one of the popular ones that they know about in other countries is Koningsdag. That's the king's birthday.
Okay.
And then people they go out to drink and celebrate the birthday from the king.
Is that during the summer or?
Well, that's in the how we call that, the spring.
Spring.
Spring. April 27. It used to be the 1st of May.
Hmm.
And those few days, they really count because since the king is sitting on the throne, then it changed from 1st of May to 27th of April. And those few days really count because on the 1st of May, most often the weather was much better.
Is that a bank holiday or?
Yeah, it's a holiday for everyone,
So
basically.
you have the day off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Schools also.
Because we do July 4th or Independence Day, but we call it July 4th. And we used to I remember going to the bay and swimming and having barbecue and, barbecuing hamburgers and hot dogs and the usual stuff. And often we would play softball, which is a version of baseball, or slowball for the Norwegian audience. And in the evening, we would go to, when I was a little kid, we went to the National Mall, which is this looks like a pencil, like it's a very high tower. There's grass there, so you have music, like classical music and fireworks, and it's really spectacular. It's
Wow.
yeah.
At the daytime or at the evening?
No, it starts during the day, but the fireworks go off at night. So
So
yeah,
wow.
yeah, it's really nice. Should we talk about the winter now, or?
That's a good idea.
I guess you haven't experienced the full winter yet.
No, not in Norway. I'm curious how it is. I mean, I haven't seen snow yet until there is no snow. Now, at this moment, the temperatures are around the same as in the Netherlands. But
I wonder if it's getting a little warmer. Because when I came in 2000, we lived in the city not far from here, and there was snow piled up in December, January, and now it's wet. The snow doesn't stick to the ground. So when I came here, there was a lot more snow in the city center.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So in December, so it was. I don't know what it is. Yeah, in the Netherlands as well. When I was a kid, it was was always snow and ice in the winter, and they had this very important thing going on for the north of the Netherlands. It was extremely important, especially for the Frisian region. It's called Elfstedentocht.
What was that?
That's a very big journey that people need to make on schaatsen.
Like cross country skis or snowshoes?
On ice with a kind of a big, looks like a knife on the shoe, and you go on the ice very fast. I don't know the word in English.
Right. Like speed skating.
Yeah, speed skating. Probably, speed skating. And that's
Holland is very good at that sport, aren't they? Like they're
that's because of that specific area there where they often they're very good in that.
Yeah.
The Frisians. And the Elfstedentocht could be every year if there is ice. And the last time that this Elfstedentocht happened was in 1996.
Okay.
So it's getting warmer. Yeah. So that's kind of
you notice it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I first got here, I married into this culture. So my ex-wife's father used to sit and watch skating and skiing and ski jumping and all these things were really new to me. So I was just kind of listening to him talk about it, and it made the transition to Norway a little bit easier because he was talking about ski jumping, and it was interesting. So.
Yeah, in the Netherlands there is a lot of weilanden. It's flat, and you have these squares with cows on it, and
like pasture.
Yeah, they are it's just like a football square, like a very big place.
Yeah,
and around it is water, and the cows are on the grass, and they eat grass. And in the north of the Netherlands, there's a lot of farming area with these flat weilanden, these big football fields with cows on it, for example.
Okay.
And when it was winter, the ice, the water around it was like frozen. So we, as children, we used to go over the ice and get on the land of the farmer.
Oh, excellent. That's
Yeah,
great.
that-
So are you a skater then, or?
No, no, no. We were just walking on ice, and I never really learned how to do that. You know, the schaatsen.
Yeah.
I tried it a little bit, but it's not really wasn't really my thing.
Hmm. How do you feel about the winter that's coming? I mean, we're already. I think I have it down to like by October 15th, summer is definitely over. Like that's how I see it. Like, okay, now it's just you're gonna need gloves and a hat the rest of until April.
Okay.
Which is like different from where I come from, because in Maryland it can be 20 degrees in December.
Yeah.
Not every day, but it can be.
Yeah, there's a big difference. There's a very big difference, I think. Well,
But here it's like you know that you're in for a lot by the middle of October. Like it's not going to go back to
you know it. Okay.
to wearing shorts or anything.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So how do you deal with it?
Survive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I pray a lot.
Yeah.
No, I have a bright light, which I use in the morning, and I feel like it helps.
Mhm.
I just wish there was a little bit more sun now, because
Yeah,
you need that vitamin. We talked about that before. You need that vitamin D through your eyes. It converts to nourishment. So if you just open your eyes at the sun a little bit, yeah.
Then you get vitamin D. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, vitamin D comes in, can be taken up through the sun.
Yeah,
something like that.
I think it's your eyes, but it's also your skin as well.
Skin
I think,
as well.
especially I've heard like your wrists. If you get sun on your
Yeah,
wrists,
I heard about it. I also heard that people of colors that they need extra vitamin D because otherwise they won't get enough vitamin D because it comes up through the skin, eyes. I think also as well.
you mean like people's pigment? Like okay.
Yeah. They talked about it. It was a topic in the Netherlands for some time, but some people can deal better with it. I had an experience with this lack of sunshine in 2017 in
It
Twingelo.
was cloudy a lot.
Very cloudy. And I remember that I was just starting to get weak, like a very weird feeling of weakness. And in April, the sun started to appear, and we're just lying. Every little bits of sun, we're just lying in the sun, in the cold, but still just get this light.
Yeah.
That's that kind of feeling. Have you had such experience as well in Norway that you had a feeling that you're just like hungry for light?
I get it all the time.
Okay, all right.
I mean, in the summer you kind of get it for free, but like this season, whenever I take my dog out and just stand or sit in the sun for 20 minutes, and just get a little bit on my face. I think it's really important, because that bright light I have doesn't do the job. It doesn't do the job entirely.
Yeah, it's true. It's not the same as the sun. Yeah, it's very important. But the thing is, in the Netherlands, normally also what people do is in the summer they take a lot of sun. They sit out very often, and it's like a battery. And if you refill yourself in the summer, then it's easier to survive the winter.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah. It's like loading up.
Yeah.
Almost like a bear that's loading up with food in the cave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is true. That's true. But
Yeah, I remember my first winter here. I bought. Have you heard of James Joyce?
No.
He's an Irish writer, and I bought one of his thick books that's supposed to be really hard, and I forced myself to read the whole thing. It took me a couple of months, and I was just watching the snow come down outside, and I was sitting with my book, and I was really happy. So it was great. It's also interesting where I live now. Some people in the winter I don't see, and I wonder when April comes, I think who is this person? Because they're all doing that hibernation, staying inside, and you don't see them. And
but how do you live then? Do you live very close to each other or a little bit far? Or?
I mean, it's a little bit of an exaggeration. I mean, I do see people,
Okay.
but Yeah, I mean, in general, like
Yeah, yeah.
like when the sun comes out and it's like May, you see people out gardening, and you know, everyone's more outside. So
Yeah, the Netherlands is also similar. In the winter, we don't see the neighbors are not. We are very densely populated in the Netherlands, so we live like with a lot of people in a rijtjeshuis, for example. Most people live in a rijtje. They call it rijtjeshuis. It's a house that stands in a line, and then more houses next to each other. Like you have a big building with many doors, and separate houses
mm.
and
But
then
but they're townhouses. They're connected. Like they're connected to each other.
no. We cannot enter the house of our neighbor.
No, but I mean, the houses are they row houses where
They're like
or they stand alone? Like
no, they don't stand alone. That's the thing. They're like together, like one building. Like the next wall is your neighbor,
right.
something like that. And the gardens they as well.
Yeah.
So in the winter we don't see each other, but in the summer they sit out in their little garden, and then are gardening and things like that. So then it's the same. That in the winter we don't see them so often. People are.
What do you usually do during the winter at home? Like, do you curl up with books? Do you play sports or?
Yeah. That's a good question. What people do in the winter at home, they make it gezellig. That's important, I think.
What's that?
It's a word that means something like cozy or something.
Okay.
Little lights, like Christmas lights and other things that are making it a little bit cozy, gezellig. And then they sit together. Yeah, we go to meet each other in each other's houses, for example, friends who are family, and then look at TV,
Okay.
this kind of things.
So it's like make the house kind of homey, like make it
Yeah, exactly.
pleasant.
Yeah, it's pleasant. Cold outside and inside is lekker gezellig. And they play games like Monopoly or Mensen Erg Niet. Those.
Yeah.
They used to do that. Nowadays they are with video games often. When I was a child, people played games like how you call it, cards or things like.
Did I ask you about the food?
Yeah. I didn't mention it. It's called boerenkool with worst. That's what they eat in the winter.
It's like meat and sauerkraut, or
Yeah, probably the English word is sauerkraut for it. It's
I
like
think the Norwegian word is kål. Like
kool. Yeah,
kål.
boerenkool.
Boerenkool.
Yeah, boerenkool met worst. So it's the boerenkool is that coal. So specific. It's a very green coal that survives minus temperatures. So it even continues to grow in the winter. And
So they could preserve it for the coming year.
It's fresh.
It's fresh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it grows in snow.
Grows in snow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's fantastic. So that's the boerenkool, and then worst is a kind of meat, like a worst. Like,
What kind of meat?
Yeah, you have like how you call that? It's the meat is from the cow. It's cow's meat, and it's like a salami, but like a hot dog. Yeah, that's it. Pork as well, probably, but the shape is like of a hot dog.
Okay.
But then the hot dog is straight, and the boerenkool has like a kind of a half circle or something.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. It's like bent.
Yeah.
That seems like a very common food in Europe.
Yeah, it
When
is.
you go places, like the standard, working man's.
Yeah, it is true. It's true. The truth about the Netherlands is that they have a very poor kitchen originally, and in the past when they traveled around the world with their boats, they found pepper and all kind of exotic things in Indonesia.
Salt.
Salt,
Yeah.
exactly. And then they brought it home, and then it was like the price of a gram of pepper was more than a gram of gold in the past, hundreds of years ago. That's why they still say peperduur. If something is very expensive, they say it's expensive as pepper.
So we're talking about the spice trade.
The spice trade. Yeah, exactly. So that's because of the boerenkool with worst, for example. So the people had a very hard life in the past, hundreds of years ago. There's not so much, adaptations like potatoes, and they didn't have so much things to eat actually.
Yeah.
In those times. So that's where. But now it's the supermarkets are full with everything. So now.
Yeah. I wonder if Norwegian food is the same with salt. The way they preserved the fish that came out of the water, and it's the same sort. Like they would. There's something called rockfisk here, where they bury the fish to preserve it, to keep it.
Oh, really? Under the ground?
Yeah.
No, they don't go that far in the Netherlands.
Not as crazy.
No, they have in the Netherlands. We have haring and herring. And
Herring,
then,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you have the salt one and the sour one. They preserve it in acid or something, and then they eat it like raw, not raw, but it's been soaked in acid for a year or something.
Okay.
But burying it, no, not that's
Yeah. How do you think you're gonna do in Christmas time and the winter here? How do you think you're gonna spend your time?
Well, I think it's similar as in the Netherlands. I hope there will be snow because I've missed that. I haven't seen snow for years. So yeah, and then a Christmas tree with a lot of cadeautjes, presents under it.
Nice. So you'll be back home.
Yeah, I'll be back home. Yeah. But I mean, if I would be here with my family, for example, because it's holiday, Christmas, and yeah, then we would do it the same as in the Netherlands. I think. I mean, I hope that the difference will be that there will be snow here, and we can go out with a sleigh or something and go off the top of a mountain with a sleigh with the kids. You know, like do something. Throw with snowballs, make a snow pop.
I just realized most of my socks, my wool socks, like they have holes in them. So I had to go out. I went out a couple days ago and bought new wool socks, and that felt really good because I have to put those on my feet to keep warm, and have a blanket. I like to be under a blanket and reading in the winter.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
But do you use a kruid under a blanket or?
Is that a heating thing, or?
Yeah, exactly. Like a heating pot, like a steel pot, and you put cooked water in it, and you close it.
Oh yeah.
In the Netherlands we use that.
Like it's rubber or like a.
The rubber ones are the modern ones, but the original ones are from steel, and you can put 100 degrees of like cooked water in it and close it immediately. It stays long for
Oh, yeah.
stay warm for a very long time.
Interesting. I wonder if they have that here. They must.
Yeah, they must. Sure. But the rubber one is also very good.
Yeah.
You can only put water from maximum 60 degrees in it, probably, or
Okay.
less, or I don't know. Did you use the rubber one? Really? No.
I've tried it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. That's
Mostly for like injuries. I mean, yeah.
no, not just for sleeping. Just
No,
under
not for sleeping though.
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Well, should we wrap it up? Yeah, it's nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was also nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.